At some point someone sat me down and said, you should only do a PhD if you can't not do a PhD. And I think that point was a good self-reflection, and it was something I was like, that is what I need to do. Hi, I'm Zach Glover. I have a PhD in biophysics that I did between the University of Leeds and the University of Southern Denmark. Initially, when I'd graduated, I had a role at the University of Leeds as a teaching fellow. I was using that time to apply for other jobs. I'd had a close relationship with Arla for a few years. They'd funded my master's and then the PhD project. And then because I'd relocated back to the UK from Denmark, I was looking for an opportunity with them. And I'm currently in a production development role. So I'm supporting the head of production and the production leadership team in the UK with the running of the 9 factories that we've got and trying to understand how that fits into the global company that is Arla Foods. So I was doing my master's in Denmark with Arla, but I think the thing that worked out in terms of me landing the project was actually that I had good relationships with the food physics group back in the food science school in the University of Leeds. I was really interested in the type of work that they had. There's some quite unique equipment using ultrasound and acoustics to look into structures of food. The people and the equipment and how unique it was really something I wanted to get back to. I think we were quite fortunate in the project that we developed a really interesting toolkit that brought together different elements. So you had different modalities of making measurements. So you could use acoustics and light from microscopy. So we managed to piece them together and show what's happening from powder rehydrating all the way through to structure formation and what do the structures look like afterwards. So I think the main application of that since has been the image analysis tools that we developed have been used within Arla. So they have them in the Innovation Centre now. So when they're screening different products, they try to use that to classify the product. So it's nice when the tool actually gets used and I get a call to say, hey, can you help have a look at this still? It's actually living in the company. The best aspect of doing my PhD was getting to work on something that was completely new, that no one knew the answer to, and having that freedom to explore that with the support of the teams you've got around you, and then ultimately producing something completely novel that no one has ever put out before as well. I think that's really satisfying to have gotten to that point. I was lucky to work in an interesting field where that was possible.